Hey there! Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts. We're doing another double feature.
It's a wonderful day in hell. Ronda Rousey's in MK11. The war community's stronger than ever.
I would like to extend an apology to the VOR community. We kind of misled you with that title. I'm sorry our LP wasn't to your taste.
I refuse to apologize to anybody.
The news was a little hard to swallow.
Damn it.
I'm just happy none of them gave us a mouthful.
Ugh.
These jokes are running a bit long. Can you make them easier to digest? This sucks. Can we start over?
Just the long pause while we're all trying to come up with more VOR jokes.
Anyway, I'll break that trend. I see that we have now got the Ultra Instinct gummy ship.
Kinda, we can now do a boost via the two engines I put on it.
Now that we're so aerodynamic.
You really can't see past this fucking thing now.
Yeah, after this run I realized, well, this thing's getting a bit too bulky, so I slimmed it down a bit and made a gummy ship called Gun.
Yeah, I saw that. Make this whole LP worth it if we can finally have Gun.
Yeah, this is kind of this is basically a really awful textureless space RV van now.
Hey, there's some textures.
Oh boy, we're going to the creepypasta world.
Can't wait for all the hyper-realistic blood.
When I was 15, I got a cursed Kingdom Hearts game.
It wasn't Kyrie, it was the ghost of my dead girlfriend. Okay, but A Nightmare Before Christmas World is pretty killer.
Yeah. This isn't something I'd have expected. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Atlantica's not the only world that changes your models. And yeah, this world does kind of come out of nowhere. Like, it's really different to everything else in this game in a, like, really neat way.
Yeah. I see Sora's becoming a Black Veil Brides fan.
Sora's like 13 in this game. It's more like asking Alexandria.
It's weird that Sora's got that look when he's the most peppy kid in the world.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
So your first instinct was to try to kill these things that you can't kill.
Well, they're the Heartless. Gotta defeat the Heartless.
And now, allow
I bet that guy doesn't have a heart.
the master of terror, the king of nightmares.
I don't know this guy's name, but that is 100% the voice actor for Johnny Bravo. Like, I don't actually know if it is, but it's so similar that it has to be.
Oh, Jack Bravo
No, it's Jack Bravo, apparently.
will be a big hit at this year's Halloween.
Thank you. But their movement still needs work. It's not scary enough.
God, I love how lanky Jack is.
Yeah.
Bone-chilling terror. I'm going to consult the doctor.
It's kind of funny how
Then
well
I'll
they,
attend to the decorations.
like, get Jack's movement when the reason it was so weird to begin with was because it was in stop motion.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the animation cues in this are very well done. Like we've seen with the Disney stuff with Goofy and Mickey, they really got that specific style, like, movement down. It's quite impressive.
God, I'm not a fan of this fog filter, though.
Oh no, it sucks shit, totally.
Understand.
Also, Donald looks like a fucking nightmare.
Was damaged in the explosion.
He is a fucking nightmare.
Nonsense. My devices are always perfect.
Oh, I've got it.
I can't read.
Heartless need a heart.
I got it. I'll go ask Sally what this says.
You can add a heart to that device.
Certainly. A heart's not all that complicated.
That's not what I've heard.
Let's get to work.
Make a heart. First, take a container with a lock.
Well, that's a conveniently shaped container with a lock.
We need the key to this thing first.
I swear to God, that wasn't like me making a cut there. That's how it transitions.
Got a question, have the text boxes changed?
Yep, normally they're yellow.
I like that, that's a nice little touch.
Goofy's hat's now a screw.
Yeah, I was about to say that, that's very good.
And you are...
I
Sorry.
kind of wish
Well
that
done,
more
Sora.
of the worlds
I'd like
in
you to be a part
this
of this year's
game had
Halloween.
like
What's this heart?
character aesthetic changes.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Heartless came to town just recently. What's frustrating?
Because like they do give you an explanation where it's like, oh okay, like we clearly don't belong here, so I'm going to make it so we can swim and we look like we fit
He's quite a genius.
in Atlantica. But like here, it's just, hey, we're here now. Hey, we're spooky.
Hey, we're DeviantArt.
Emotion,
Terror.
fear,
Well, only Sora looks like DeviantArt. The other ones
hope,
are
and despair.
Halloween-y, I guess.
Mix them all together.
You joke, but the amount of times I've seen fan art of this specific version of Sora just like being edgy and cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he absolutely looks like the Bowsette of Kingdom Hearts.
Relevant, timely commentary, Connor.
That's what I do best.
Failed.
No!
Maybe we're missing some ingredients. Let's try adding memory.
Just shove some RAM in there.
Sally! Good for nothing girl. Don't know why I bothered creating her. Sally's got the memory we need. See if you can track her down.
No problem. Sora, would you like to come along?
Sure.
Let's not stay in the presence of this shitty, abusive old man as longer than we have to.
Did you know there was a Nightmare Before Christmas game for the PS2 developed by Capcom that was basically Devil May Cry Lite?
Yep,
I actually did hear about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched Voidburger's Let's Play of that. It got tiresome very quickly.
Maybe I'll...
Soul Robber!
Yeah, the game, not the Let's Play. The Let's Play was pretty fun.
You have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, the scene transition here is very weird.
Yeah, kinda. I didn't do it, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I lightly edited down Halloween Town, so I'm probably going to get lost in meander a couple of times trying to remember where to go.
It's kind of frustrating.
Like right now.
It's kind of frustrating because the environments here are nice, they're well done, and then there's that fucking horrible fog.
Yeah. Like the guillotine square or whatever it's called is...
It goes yuck.
It's
Sorry.
kind of weirdly big and like hard to get around because like I think it's Sally's house or somebody, I don't know, like is directly next to the graveyard, but they both look like exactly the same opening. So sometimes I get lost trying to go into Sal or to the graveyard here because we have to come back like 18 times.
Yeah, so I'm just, I love Sora's edgy little portrait in the corner.
Mixed with the Little Mermaid keyblade that's just making like bubble sounds.
Where you see Zora's a pastel goth.
Zero, have you seen Sally?
He's so punk now.
God.
Is something wrong, Jack?
No, everything's going great. We're going to have the best Halloween ever. All we need now is your memory.
Memory? You mean this?
Also, for the record, yes, I did get hit with another copyright claim on this episode.
Jack, I have a bad feeling about this. Why don't you try something else? There's still time.
Nothing could beat what I've got planned.
No, Sally, I'm much too stupid for that.
Just as I envisioned. Trust me, you're going to love it.
Nightmare Before Christmas was always a tale of how Sally is right and Jack's an idiot.
Yeah. Sally could do better, let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
Could she? The only other people in Halloween Town are like the mayor, a ghost dog, and her dad.
I didn't say that there was a better option available. I'm just saying she does deserve better.
I sure did.
Fair enough.
What should we do?
Gosh, you really are stupid. Isn't it obvious?
Tell Oogie Boogie.
That's the voice of Liz from Rugrats. I don't know why I remember that, but I hate it.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, that's definitely Lil.
One of the characters in a much later game is voiced by the voice actress who played Kari in Digimon, I think. And, like, she's not even trying to do a different voice, and it's so distracting to me.
Also, can you explain a bit about... we know every party member's better than Donald, so how is Jack better than Donald?
I mean, by virtue of not being Donald.
That works for me. Ooh, when I get my hands on that, well, I've got no hands, but I'm still gonna nab that heart and control the heartless.
That's a good voice actor right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God, he's having so much fun.
All the Disney villains in this game are.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I forgot to check what Jack does, but for the most part, like, you usually want to take the guest character because their skills are tuned to being good for whatever situation you're coming up for.
God, I love how big Jack is. That they kind of have to make him crouch before so he doesn't, like, mess everything up.
Yeah, so he fits in the camera. So we have to get rid of all the Heartless in order to move on, but I still don't know what these guys want from me.
Time to assault them and make them go away.
Basically. I was thinking, maybe I have to stop them while they're spinning, but that doesn't... What?
Also, I'm just now realizing that the key part of this Keyblade is a crab, and that rules.
Yeah.
God, I love that animation of just really quickly moving into here. Camera.
Mess with the crab, you get a stab.
Well, alrighty then, I guess. Can you remember that order?
Oh, you're supposed to remember that?
God, why is there like 20 fucking tombstones for that?
Now go look at the pumpkin. Do it.
Well, now we have two Jacks, I guess.
Throw Jack out, we've got a better one. You've got to throw the whole skeleton in the trash now.
So, we need this lantern here because it's a shortcut back here for later, but in order to use it, you have to hit it with fire, but then it immediately starts moving up and it's really hard to get on, and that's gonna kick me in the ass later.
The music is good, mainly because it's like the Danny Elfman score, more or less.
Yeah. I mean, I think just the whole soundtrack's very good. Yoko Shimomura did a great job with, like, the entire series, honestly. I can't think of a single song I don't like. Nope, wait, I can think of, like, 5 in one specific world, but we'll get to that.
It's sure to work.
But, yeah, Shimomura's been, like, all over the place. Like, she did the Street Fighter 2 soundtrack, for instance. She also did all of the Mario and Luigi
Yeah.
games, so if you ever like thought to yourself like, wow, music in this game sounds a lot like the music in those games, like that's
Yeah.
why.
Okay, the professor got humiliated by children. Time to take it out on Sally.
I hate how much you're correct. Oh boy. I don't even remember if Sally gets like a comeuppance on him in the movie. Like, it's been so long.
It's been a
since I've seen
while. I
Nightmare
just
Before
think he
Christmas.
makes his own clone and fucks it, and that's it. I'm probably not exaggerating.
Oh god.
Everything in these cutscenes is so slow. Like, there's no real reason to show that.
Okay, but when we cross over the hill in a minute, originally this game was not in widescreen, and the most obvious example of that happens when the cutscene plays of us going over the hill.
Here I come.
First, we have to fight these mushrooms.
Chaos
Yes.
mushrooms.
These ones are actually possible for me to beat, unlike the white ones, because their whole gimmick is that you just have to hit them a couple of times, but occasionally they turn invincible for reasons unknown. Ooh, remote play. Also turn pumpkins into bombs, I guess. It's Halloween Town.
Classic Halloween prank.
All you need is some C4, a jack-o'-lantern, and being willing to serve out a prison sentence, and you're ready to go.
I do like the sounds that the mushrooms make.
Yeah. Squeaky hammer noises.
Anyways, please just look at the right side here. Just... pop!
Oh,
And Goofy just stays there. I'm so glad they didn't even try to fix that for this
Yeah.
version.
Fuck it, it's done.
I just hate this bathtub.
Yeah, it's very... it's unpleasant to me in a way I can't quite pinpoint.
It's the feet.
Yeah.
It's absolutely the feet.
It shows the feet, sweeties.
You know, I made a joke, like, yesterday about you making some awful joke about feet this episode, but I didn't think it would come true!
Yes, you fucking did. You know me. Don't pretend you're better than this. You're not.
Oh,
Oh dear.
I hate precarious fights. Or, I mean, I meant to do that because I need to show off this bottom area.
Please kill the bathtub.
No, we can't kill the bathtub.
Is it too powerful?
Because, no, we need to take a ride in the bathtub.
Oh no.
oh.
So in order to actively progress, we actually do need to beat all the Heartless in front of this door. Otherwise, we don't get the option to open the door because we're in a fight. And here's what I meant when I said that it's kind of a kick in the ass with the lantern.
Oh
You just
no.
fire it up, get on there, and whoop, there it goes.
Oh no.
Platforming.
Okay. Camera. So I actually power leveled so I wouldn't have an issue with this world, so we're just gonna, like, walk past all these guys because I don't want to fall down again.
I do like the Halloween Town Heartless.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Like, a lot of the Heartless, once you get past, like, the first rain, are pretty good, if only because they're actually kind of themed to the world.
Yeah.
Like, if you look back at Wonderland, it's like, okay, there's the shadows, there's soldiers, and there's large bodies, and it's like, that's it.
Yeah. Yes, time to beat some children.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I didn't actually think we'd kill these kids.
I'm glad we are.
Hell yeah. The only way we can help these kids get away from Oogie Boogie is via violence.
This is direct action. Sora is an ally.
It's so weird how little voice acting there is in this world.
We should put these children on trial. Following orders isn't an excuse. Hang them.
Well, alrighty then. So, you might have noticed it when the bathtub was climbing up, but there's a green door that we have to go to. I forgot to talk to the kid who says, "You'll never find the green door!" But I mean, it's pretty obvious. You hit the switch and it suddenly opens up the door that has Oogie Boogie's face on it. Oh no!
Are these speedrun strats?
No, this is me being bad at video game strats.
At least you don't take fall damage.
Yeah.
Now we just need to find...
Sora's powerful clown shoes protect him from that.
He's got moon shoes.
They're so big, so they got built-in parachutes.
Yeah.
Now I'm actually thinking about the logistics of parachute shoes, and I think it would be a disaster.
I think it would probably tear your legs off.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume it's the same logistics as parachute pants.
Well, those were aesthetics only.
You're telling me that MC Hammer never went skydiving? His pants?
His last words were, "Can't touch this." And then the ground touched him.
God, that door was kind of out of the way.
Yeah, kinda. Like, the only reasonable way you would know it's there is if you fell down and had to climb back up with the bathtub.
Oh.
Don't.
No, no, we just got away from that. The wound is still open.
I like that it's clearly a technical limitation, but it's such a good joke.
Yeah. Whoa.
That was a bit of a weird edit.
Yeah.
I didn't even know if it was an edit at first. It just cuts to the fight and you explode.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because it's an edit from, like, a death that I took, so I guess the death count is at 10. But, like, I literally cut from the first frame that the game is back up after cutting from the first frame of the battle being a thing from my death run. And, like, that's about as weird as it gets. This fight has an interesting mechanic, I guess. Every once in a while, Oogie will, like, run to places, and you have to trap him via the buttons.
And the dice, just when the ones that he actually rolls, do those affect anything other than those?
Yeah, they make attacks, so it'll be like the swords or a buzzsaw, for instance. Fight's kind of easy, though. Goofy's kind of trapped, but...
Yeah, this looks like kind of a free cycles fight.
It's basically a Mario fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shigeru Miyamoto himself designed this fight.
Shigeru Miyamoto, noted Oogie Boogie fan.
I mean, he is a fan of Peter Pan, so...
Yeah. Eh,
I mean, we do have it on record that he is a fan of Disney.
Yeah.
Also, you really don't want to try and get Oogie Boogie while he's on the high point there, because even with the high jump, you can't jump high enough to hit him. Also, even though I'm overpowered, like, killing him here gets us a level.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's not a good visual. He ate the sewer mushroom. So is Oogie the stack, or is he like a hive mind of all the bugs?
He's spiders, man.
Also, I just noticed Sora's little fangs.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Well, this is atmospheric.
Okay.
Definitely didn't have to go to a load screen for a map change. What are you talking about?
I can't tell what it is. There's too much fog.
It's that Eli Roth movie, The House with Bugs in Its Walls. Sora, go break the orbs!
Shoot them with your gun.
It's time to kill Oogie Boogie again.
I do like that if you want, you can just, like, turn around and not do this fight.
Yeah, no, fuck this. It's someone else's issue.
Technically, this world is optional. Because if you do Atlantica, then you can just move on to the second world we're doing here.
Okay.
Which then leads you to the, like, world in the next episode, which is actually, like, plot important. Alternatively, if you go to Halloween Town first, then you can completely skip Monstro and Atlantica.
Oh boy, who would do that?
Who would miss out on that good 4?
All the, like, 300 people who clicked on it and then left after 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mentioned it in our Discord, but we really did cockblock like 300 War fans.
I apologize for nothing.
No, we finally achieved social progress with this LP.
Just the just the thought process behind the whole thing. It's just baffling to me. Like, the average watch time was like 33 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, they waited longer than they needed to before they realized it wasn't 4.
Congratulations, you just listened to us two fucking, those 3 fucking idiots babbling.
Heal.
I do wish that this last orb wasn't, like, out of the way compared to the
Yeah,
rest.
that's a real piece of shit of an orb to get to.
Yeah, because the rest are like, hey, here's a straight line. Also so much experience that we get 2 levels in 2 fights. Like, I think Oogie in the roulette gives, like, 2,000, and then the Oogie Hut, or whatever it's called, gives, like, 2,500.
The Ugg Shack.
Where's the B-52s when you need them?
Oh, I thought that was a nut shack joke.
It was.
When's the nut shack world in Kingdom Hearts?
God.
You gotta add Dick Man to your party.
Sorry, that's not even remotely how keys work. You're not even pointing at the keyhole this
What?
time.
Yeah, your key will not fit in that lock.
Did the
It's far too big.
Yeah, I was going to say, did that keyhole just close out of pity?
Also, the key would definitely fit in that lock. It's just a whole lot of other stuff would also fit in that lock. So whether the key wouldn't do much.
Don't feel bad, Jack. We'll come up with another plan for Halloween. Next time, we'll do it together.
But Sally, Halloween's tomorrow! Oh no. Have to cancel the Demon Halloween Festival.
What?
You got the seminal horror movie Pumpkinhead.
It's a Sci-Fi Channel classic.
Yeah.
I think I do actually change over to that. Maybe. I don't remember. If I do, I might have accidentally left the menu in.
What is a heart anyway? I think that's the catchphrase of this series.
A miserable little pile of friendship.
Camera! Also, we just kind of need to talk a bit here, because this is where I got the copyright strike, and I'd rather not do that again!
I'm sure I can come up with some terrible jokes. Okay, here's one. Jack's so non-functional, Sally is his girlfriend because he basically needs a mother to date him.
Damn it.
Okay, I'm looking forward to the next world.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not as aesthetically pleasing.
Oh wow, the gummy ship's very streamlined. Look at it fly.
Yeah. It's a nice cookies and cream ship now.
It's a white chocolate Toblerone of a ship.
Oh, do they make those?
Yeah, they do. They do. I've had one.
Oh, I gotta get me one of those.
If I've learned anything from Jaden Smith, I don't think any of us deserve the big Toblerone, though.
Not after the fucking display we've shown the internet.
They're going to say not after the display we showed the Vor community.
We've made some powerful enemies.
In deep, dark places.
I'm trying to think what the equivalent of a horse's head in the bed would wake up next to.
I'm thinking about it too.
You wake up and it's just an entire feast. Like, fully cooked. It's like, oh god, no!
We wake
It's
up.
like the horse's head, but it's just the mouth.
We wake up with a link to a Eclipse of Sale storefront printed on our pillow.
Bring that back, huh?
Yeah.
So, this level's kind of a maze where every room looks basically the exact same, so I did the same thing I did with Atlantica, where I just cut everything that isn't cutscenes and boss fights.
Alright.
Or at least I think I did. I did kind of speed edit this episode last night. If you want to know how strict a time limit, or strict a schedule, rather, I set for myself on these things.
I didn't think you'd come, Sora.
That was a
Good to see
weird
you
line
again.
read.
Where are Donald and Goofy?
Are they that important to you? More important than old friends?
God, you're such a piece of shit, Rico. You're such a
You should be
bitch.
asking about them.
I do actually wonder if
That's
you never
Well,
go
you were
through
off goofing
Monstro,
around.
like,
find
does
it
the
out.
cutscene still play where Maleficent gives Riku power over the Heartless?
Riku, why are you siding with the Heartless?
Like, does it get placed in front of or after
Sora.
Halloween Town instead for
No, I
no
have
discernible
nothing to
reason,
fear.
or?
Maybe.
You're stupid. Riku,
God,
Picked up a few other tricks as well. Like this. for
Sora is very good.
I love his fucking voice crack during that line.
instance. You can go see your friends now.
Oh man, so good.
Let's get underway already.
There's a recent interview with Haley Joel Osment about like him growing up with Kingdom Hearts
That scurvy brat thinks he
in
can order me
general,
around.
like
What
because
shall
he's
we
been
do,
at it for like
Master?
18 years now.
Nothing.
It was kind of interesting reading how like he was mid-puberty during the recording sessions for Kingdom Hearts 1.
You know who is also down?
So, like, a lot of the trouble he had and why some of the line reads are weirder than others, apparently, is because, like, he was having a hard time keeping his voice at that high level.
Yeah.
It's like when I was going through puberty and tried to sing Paramore in Rock Band.
You don't say.
Yeah, it was definitely Kyrie. I finally found her.
Eyes, eyes.
Well, let's go up and talk to her.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, but first, how about dinner?
You could have put more words in that sentence there, Donald.
Also, like every other villain, Captain Hook's voice actor is very good.
For a way out?
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm the answer to your prayers.
I'm here to say it smells like Teen Spirit.
Okay then, fine. Have it your way.
But you're
Stay
stuck
here and
in
rot.
Peru, aren't you?
Nope, I'm just waiting for someone.
God, I still haven't seen the movie entitled Just Pan because I heard it was bad. It was critically panned, if you will.
So you found Wendy?
But I have seen the scene where Hugh Jackman in this movie that takes place in like 1912 gets his entire choir of slaves to sing "Smells Like Teen Spirit" for him.
Jesus, are you kidding?
Well, now I
No.
need to watch this movie.
That's a real ass thing. I will link you that scene later.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see that because that sounds like a fever dream.
I don't even think that's the weirdest song that's in that movie.
I'm Sora.
Okay, we're in this together, but only till we.
It's like in the Great Gatsby movie where they had that Kanye West fucking Flux Pavilion mashup.
Also, Gautier's Heart's a Mess for some reason.
Yeah.
Anyone can.
It also has Hugh Jackman doing Blitzkrieg Bop.
Honest.
And Shortchange Hero by the Heavy appears as a diegetic song. Or for those who don't know what that means, a song that like actively appears in universe.
Get fucked, Donald.
What? So Wendy's not one of the chosen ones?
Also, God, there's a lot of cutscenes
Yeah,
in Neverland
jeez.
for how small this level is. Like, I shit you not, there's a cutscene every time you walk like 2 rooms over.
Including her.
Man, I love Metal Gear.
Capturing her? And why those 7? What is Maleficent planning anyway?
Who knows?
I like how animated
As long
Captain
as it
Hook
means
is.
getting
He's always
Kyrie's heart back.
gesturing.
Couldn't care less.
Yeah.
It's very good.
You're wasting your time. The Heartless have devoured that girl's heart. I'll stake me other hand it's lost forever.
I will find it, no matter what.
Captain?
What?
The prisoners have escaped. What's
Again.
Is that Droopy Dog?
Blast that.
Shit, it might be. I don't know who voices Smee.
Is it the original
I'm
voice?
depressed.
Is it the original voice actor for Smee? Because it really sounds like him.
What is it, Tink?
I am uncertain. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I have never watched Peter Pan.
Wendy.
God, I watched it years ago. I cannot remember it.
Pirates are coming.
Yeah. I think this is one of those Disney movies that I saw like the first 15 minutes of like 20 times, but never watched the whole
Another
thing.
girl in there with you?
Oh, why?
Most of the reason I have no particular need to rush to watch it is because it does not treat Native American people very well.
Oh no, yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
Or wait, sorry, I forgot the proper term of the time for us was Indians.
Oh yeah.
Mouth. Wendy's dead.
Also, Peter Pan so far is my least favorite party member.
Riku, wait!
Yeah, Peter Pan sucks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh no, it's Shadow Sora.
Alright, mirror match, let's do this.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong.
Yeah. We can beat him. He doesn't even. He doesn't have the hand. He doesn't have the handicap of a Shadow Donald helping him out. Shadow Donald pops up behind him and just shoots him in the head with a Glock.
I should actually point out that at this point, Donald and Goofy are actually slightly more useful because they both have skills that makes it so they come back from death quicker and with more health.
I'm assuming.
Also, sometimes the Shadow Sora can summon clones and they take like one hit to get rid of, but they sure do full damage.
Oh god. Is Shadow...
This isn't a particularly hard fight, I should mention. It's just kind of like there.
I was about to ask if it was harder when you're not over level, but...
I wouldn't even say we're over leveled at this point. I feel like we are properly leveled because I was power leveling on the Olympus, like the latest cup we have access to at this point.
Oh yeah, the games!
Yeah. I considered showing at least the last one because it ends with a fight against Hercules and then the whole like, oh hey, now you're true heroes and you can push the stage to open the keyhole.
Now you get to hang out with now you get to hang out with Kratos.
Basically. But the Hercules fight, I shit you not, he summons barrels, you hit him with a barrel, like you toss it at him, and then he's suddenly no longer immortal for some reason, and then you wail on him a bit, and that's it.
His weakness, barrels.
Yeah, I don't get it. Just gonna T-pose for dominance and bye. Where do we poach that?
It was actually Edgar Allan Poe you fought against.
Run off where? Tell me, where did he go?
To the ruins of Hollow Bed.
If Edgar Allan Poe were still alive, he'd be writing things like, begone thought and doth the raven quote, all women are queens.
Unless you intend to leave your little pixie friend behind.
Yeah, I noticed that you didn't have Peter Pan as your companion for that fight.
Yeah, because in order to get up there, you need to use a Trinity mark.
Jeez.
And I didn't feel it was worth it to run back to the save point so I could move Peter back into my party.
Honestly, yeah, I'm glad fuck that guy.
He's not really useful in this world. Like, it's the one time where I find they're not useful. Mostly because he just kind of flies around and does nothing.
Oh no, it's the crocodile that cursed my dick.
It ate me son and fucked my wife. I don't know what voice I was going for there.
I was gonna say, is Captain Hook Geppetto now?
That's the one voice I can do.
Just believe, and you can do it.
The crocodile got custody of Captain Hook's sons.
No!
I love that Sora doesn't even, like, give them a second to, like, think he's dead so that they let Tinkerbell go. It's just like, no, dramatic timing doesn't matter.
God, I peaked my mic really bad with that Vor panic.
Raw Panic is the name of my new punk band.
Remind me not to listen to it.
Panic
I guess
at
I
the
do
Vor.
change up Peter. Oh, well. Hey, now we can fly.
I bet this mechanic works.
It's basically the Atlantica movement again. Except now you do air combos, but at this point, actually, I don't think at all in the game you can upgrade your air combos.
The point of this.
Like, at least with Atlantica, like, even if you were stuck on a Y-axis for reasons unknown, like, you had access to your full repertoire. That's not how you say that word. You know what I mean.
Repertoire.
Also, hey, check this out. It's actually a fight against mooks. I love the Pirate Heartless.
Yeah, I like their little ship. It's adorable.
They kind of look like Metabots.
Did you know that series is still going on in Japan?
Really?
Yeah. Like, it is still about as popular as it's ever been there.
Huh.
Which is to say, pretty popular.
Is it? Do you get extra XP or tech points for smashing the rotors on those ships before you break the actual ships?
Yeah, if you bust its sail and its cannons, you get a couple extra experience points if you want.
Aye, Captain. They walk the plank, every last one of them.
What?
Just stab him in the ass.
Straight up assassinate Captain Hook.
Now it's your turn to walk the plank.
Peter Pan just cuts his throat and everyone watches him gurgle and choke.
So the Captain Hook fight is weird. For some reason, he has the ability to jump like 15-foot vertical leap.
I was about to say, why isn't he considering like basketball instead of piracy?
Also, that's like his only attack he has.
He just kind of flails.
I think it is possible to knock him off the boat, in which case the crocodile will chomp him for a bit of damage.
Nice.
And then he, like, flies back on. That might be in a different Kingdom Hearts game I'm thinking of, though. Like, he does show up again in a future
Yeah,
game.
I mean,
Oh,
it
spoilers.
seems like a bit of a waste to have him here and not like have the crocodile as a mechanic.
Yeah. Also, he's such a non-threat the moment you start flying.
Yeah.
Because he only has that one attack.
I do like that his like one of his special moves is he gets mad online and like flails at you more.
He takes brain force and he turns red. Ah, there we go.
The crocodile gets him.
Yeah, and then you can get a free attack on him, I guess. But it seems really hard to combo off of. Also, I like that magnet. Is it magnet burst? It's some kind of burst attack we have now that like ends our combos. The big red orb that shows up.
Manga burst.
Peter, he's dead. And thus he had faith that he walked on water.
He's going to appease the crocodile by making 100 fish.
Oh, Kyrie couldn't wake up, so maybe she's really lost her.
She's dead, you know.
Huh?
Can't believe it.
Nope, that's still Banjo.
Gosh, we're gonna have to pull the plug,
Wonder
dog.
if she'll believe me.
I'm very sorry for that.
You can bring her to Neverland sometime. Then she can try it herself.
God, I love how Sora is just so endlessly optimistic.
I'll find Kyrie. I know I will. There's so
Like,
much
oh no,
about
Kyrie lost her heart. What if she never gets it back? And his response is, I flew! She's gonna want to hear that!
What's that
I can't wait to tell girls about it.
You say there's something there.
Sora's the best boy.
Sora lacks Riku's toxic masculinity.
Basically. Riku's tried to kill him like 3 times now, and every time Sora's just like, okay, but like, if you want my help, I'm here, dude.
Yeah, I said that as a joke, and then I realized it's literally the case.
So there's a bit of a puzzle here that you'll never figure out.
We've got to do some dumb bullshit with this clock, don't we?
Kinda.
Set it to 420. And you can fly higher.
The witching hour.
Yeah, set it to midnight, so all the things match. Which makes me believe that if this is the clock face that's broken, and makes the keyhole here appear when it matches the rest, does that mean the keyhole just appears like twice a day in London? Like, couldn't the Heartless just have been patient?
Yeah. Also, fun fact, but if that thing's bell chimes have actually gone off, it would blow out everyone's eardrums and deafen them for life.
Oh, remote play.
That's something that happened. There was a bit. They were rebuilding the clock tower, and a bunch of people got really mad. They turned the bells off so it didn't like maim every builder working there. Just another stupid debate in British, like the British public discussion.
Great. I said it before, but I still really like Kid Riku's design.
Yeah, it's very good. The kid characters, like, for anime-esque characters, you can kind of see them grow. It's good.
I wasn't there last time.
Raw.
Maybe it's a window now. Don't take that audio out of context.
Riku's got really shitty cardio.
Could cost you your heart. A castaway. Though his world perished, his heart did know. When we took the princess from his castle, he apparently followed her here through sheer force of will.
Ooh, that's a foreshadowing there.
No harm will come to you.
Because we're actually done with Disney Worlds.
My power?
Yes.
So, the character they're talking about there is a Disney character who just kind of shows up here. And through the process of elimination, you can actually kind of figure out who it is based on who we've seen get kidnapped so far and who we haven't.
Well, I'm way too stupid to figure that out.
Well, then it'll be a fun surprise for you next week. Hooray!
Peter, are you really going back?
I showed you my pixie dust. Answer me.
But we can see each other anytime. As long as you don't forget about Neverland, that is.
Wendy, take my hand. We're off to Neverland.
Oh boy, she's getting steamed again.
Oh god, his face is horrible.
Look after her for me, will ya?
Peter Pan's kind of the most uncanny valley character in this game so far.
Yeah, kinda. Also, now we can summon Tinkerbell. I don't know why we would want to.
Very hard.
Just shows up, gets really mad, and leaves.
Also, no, now I remember. I didn't equip the pumpkin head because it removes... the thing with the crab claw is that it gives us +1 maximum MP, and you kind of want that if you've got the reflect orb, or whatever the hell it is, attack that we have as our finisher currently, because that does more damage based on your maximum amount of MP. So it was slightly stronger, but it removed your MP a bit and also made it so critical hits don't happen very often.
Yeah.
So I pretty certain I put the fairy harp on after I finished recording because I just decided I was going to screw around with Glide and see if I could find any other objects around. Because the fairy harp's basically the same thing as the crab claw, but stronger.
No, I don't know if we mentioned it, but it's still kind of a mindfuck to me that Chip and Dale are just there and they're piloting this ship.
Well, no, they're not piloting the ship. They're, shit, what's the term? The
Rescue
navigator.
Rangers?
Yes. Also that, Connor, thank you.
I see Sid's been forced out of his shop again.
Nah, he just lives here now.
He just climbs in that safe and goes to sleep.
Basically. Because you can come here, or, like, after he gets outside, you can buy gummy ship stuff off of him.
Yeah.
Which is where I got, like, the 80 guns that are on gun.
Now, just remember what Donald said to you. No frowning, no sad faces.
How can you be so cheerful? There's still no sign of your king. Aren't you worried?
Nah.
Alright.
We both repress it, Sora.
We found you, so as long as we stick together, it'll all work out okay. You just
So
gotta
fucking-
believe in yourself, that's all.
Just believe.
I do, like, legitimately like the character writing in this.
Yeah.
Like, especially for the main trio. Because, like, Goofy starts out as like, hey, we gotta protect this guy, because, like, he's got the key, and then by this point he's like, hey, you're my best friend, like, I can't leave. And Donald starts out like, no, I hate this kid, why are we here? And then at this point it's like, hey, like, you don't be sad, dumbass, we've got work to do. It's very good. Like, they feel like realistically made friends.
Also, Grandma is blazed. She has no fucking clue what she's talking about right now.
This little fairy tale here originally in this game just was kind of like, hey, here's a thematic thing. Turns out this is literal. As we have come to learn with the mobile game.
I'm just assuming everything in this game is literal. This is not a game that trades in metaphors.
The heartless. Those without hearts.
Well, no, because the heartless are made out of hearts.
What?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If you lose your heart, you become a heartless.
That means you don't... Oh,
Because-
fuck it, I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going to accept that
Because
at
your
face
heart-
value.
No, okay, so here's the thing,
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
Your heart becomes the heartless.
Well, wait, but you become the heartless.
No, your body dies, but your heart becomes the heartless.
What?
This will get more confusing with more enemy factions in the future.
You know, I think a lot of this game would be less confusing if people just called the heart souls.
Basically.
Huh?
Conflict between light and dark with people stealing souls.
Yeah.
They could have just called it Dark Souls. Place is crawling with Heartless. As you could tell by my stride, I almost got out of there. I didn't get out of there alive.
Well, no, the place we're going to is full of it. Presumably also the accessory shop. I didn't think to look.
I'm very glad we haven't bothered to check in on Pinocchio and Geppetto. Fuck both of those people.
We'll be fine.
So Goofy just straight up tells you to backtrack?
Yeah, after we do finish the next world, it does increase the level of the enemies in the previous worlds, but, like, you really don't need it. Anyways, see y'all next time, folks, when we start up the end game.
Oh boy.
See ya.
Almost at the end here, bud.
Hopefully the next episode will be a bit more bite-sized.
Damn it.
Oh no.
Also, I can tell you now, it won't be.